I got a special treat for you today. I'm privileged to be with one of the original Tuskegee Airmen, Colonel Charles Mack McGee. Colonel McGee, thank you for a few moments spending some time with us.
Thank you. It's a beautiful day and a beautiful job behind us here.
You bet.
It's good to be a part of it.
Folks, as you can see behind us, the Tuskegee P-51C, this is the P-51C, correct?
C model.
C model. It's back in the air. We look forward to seeing it fly this week here at Oshkosh. Sir, can you give us just a little bit of background with the Tuskegee Airmen
Oh,
flying?
I'd be glad to, because that goes back to when I was 22. But when we joined 15th Strategic Air Force, we first began escort with the P-47. Only had it about 3 months, and then we got the P-51C. And that's the plane you see behind us here. And it was just a marvelous little aircraft to fly and do the job, because it had speed, range, and altitude capability that just made it the best thing that was around at the time. And we flew this model from July of '44 on through near the end of the war. Well, the D model's begun to come out, but I flew my tour. We still just had the C's. And, great little aircraft.
Sir, your P-51C, what did you name your...
My aircraft was Kitten number 78, but I used the name, was my wife's nickname, but I said that crew chief kept the engine purring like a kitten too, so it was very important to me.
Refresh my memory, did you have a couple of kills?
I had one over Pardubice Aerodrome, August of '44, that's in Czechoslovakia, Falkirk 190. He made the wrong turn.
And you just
and I got him, but just that one. But we damaged probably more aircraft that we caught on the ground after we knocked out their oil and fuel capability. But I just had one victory.
Now, after when did you retire out of the Air Force?
Well, I made it a 30-year career. I'm a veteran of Korean Vietnam as well, and retired in January of '73. So,
what were all your mounts from the P-51C up through?
Oh, wow. I ended up flying the P-51D model in Korea for 100 missions, and then got into jet flying, the F-80 and T-33 in the Philippine Islands with the 44th Fighter-Bomber Squadron. Later flew the F-89 Interceptor, went on from that to, and I was flying all of the local support aircraft, C-47, C-45, T-39, whatever they had.
Whatever they
had. I used to say, crew chief round started, I can fly it.
You can fly it.
And off we go. And then, but I ended up my career, I flew the reconnaissance version of the F-4 in Vietnam.
Okay.
So, I had a great experience and wonderful assignments.
That's just wonderful. Today, with us looking at this bird here, what memories does this bring back to you?
Because the P-51 became a favorite aircraft, it brings back all of those missions, the work of the crew chiefs to keep the aircraft in good shape for us, and what we were able to accomplish. It's hard to put it in words, really.
You know, it's amazing for me because as a young man, I grew up with the love of aviation. I mean, when John Glenn went up to, as a kid, I would, anything that had an aviation, or I built model planes and stuff. And I served in the Air Force also, and unfortunately for me, I knew nothing about our history, about Tuskegee Airmen at that time until after I got out. And then that's when everything more, and luckily for all of us in sake of history, we learned more. So I'm hoping the young kids today, or the younger generation, can learn from what you guys went through.
What it means. Well, that's what having this bird to fly, and in our second phase getting an educational trailer to be able to go into communities ahead of the aircraft. We think it's the right step, and we're glad that the Commemorative Air Force is behind that project, and of course Don Hines' original idea, carrying that forward, because motivating our young people is what it's all about, and this is certainly a great step to accomplish that.
And I think both of us will agree, if you're in school, stay in school. And look at the military. I'm an Air Force guy. Both of us are.
Yeah. lots of good options there to get an education.
Most definitely.
Wonderful career opportunities and the needs, whether you're an engineer, a pilot, mechanic, or whatever. There's many opportunities, but like you say, study so that whatever door opens, you're ready.
You're ready for it. And you know what? This is not like a recruiting brochure, but take a look at it, guys, because it's if you're even right now, look at it, because it's a great career. You've got career opportunity, as we both said, friendships that will last a lifetime.
Lifetime, yeah. Whether you're kicking the tire or flying the plane, it's all still wonderful folks to share with.
I certainly enjoy it. Sir, I really appreciate the few minutes you gave with us.
Well, thank
you for your service with me.
Thank you, and we hope that as folks get a chance to look at this, that they'll inspire some youngsters around them.
I hope it does too. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.